From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A screen to Bell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kamara on the carry for New Orleans. Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Saints nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big run that time by Murray. 46 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big time run on his first carry of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
4-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Now it's Mahomes again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Hardman on the return. A beautiful fake. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a gain of...
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
3-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. Yellow lady. 13.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. We're back now in KC.
Saints 3.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 14, but it's now third down.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Breeze to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
8 yards.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Ready. You ready? Check 53. Let's go. 53.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They run it again with Kamara. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, The only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, third down here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Kelsey imposing his will. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 32.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
29-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 20-yard line. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8th. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.